Well, I feel so awkward. God, I feel so awkward. All right, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm gonna do a shot. Ah! Oh, God. Well, if you're watching this, that means that I actually went through with it and I uploaded this. Wonderful. Go me. Okay. This is really awkward. I don't feel comfortable being on camera, but we're gonna go for it because I don't have anything else to do. And quarantine is quite boring. Astrology. So when I usually talk to people about this, I hear a lot of different responses, but the most common one that I hear is that, like, oh, you know, horoscopes are so generalized that they could be for anyone. And it makes sense for people to think that way because a lot of people do think that you only have one sign, which most people usually know that one sign, which is your sun sign. So it was where the sun was at when you were born. And yeah, so that goes into a lot of it. A lot of people don't realize that you don't have just one sign. You have signs for every major planet. So your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, Saturn, Uranus, Venus, Pluto, Mars, Mercury, you know, all of those. And that is where people's personalities come together. So you may meet two people that are both, you know, one sign, but they're completely different people. Yeah, because we're humans, we're very complex. Okay, shake it off. All right. So astrology has been around for over 4,000 years, and the earliest evidence we have of it is with Babylonians and pharaohs, Egyptian pharaohs. They were like second in the monarchy. They were closely tied to the pharaoh or king and queen, the monarch at the time, and they were very revered, very respected, and you know, it's changed a lot since then. Most people usually do think of just horoscopes when they hear the word astrology, and they just think it's bogus. They think it's like a pseudoscience, which it is. It is a pseudoscience. But my interpretation, I think of it more so like humanity, like in English. In English, we can have a prompt and have two completely different answers, and they still make sense. And I think that's what really makes an astrologer, is being able to sense those differences in people, even people of like the same sign. Because while all the signs have their stereotypes and pros and cons, not every person that has a moon or a sun sign in that sign is going to identify with that. And that's why I think it's important for people to understand like how many signs you actually have, instead of just thinking that horoscopes is all that's to it, because it's really not at all. But so there are 9 planets plus your moon, your rising, and your sun sign. So your moon sign is kind of it's like your subconscious. It's who you truly are deep down inside, who you feel like. And so usually people that don't identify with their horoscope, they usually identify more with their moon sign, because that's who you truly are. Like, that's who you are when you're alone in your house by yourself, you know, being quirky, whatever you're doing, that's you. That's who you truly are. And your sun sign is kind of like the lens that you view the world through. Your sun sign is more your ego. You know, yeah, so, and then your rising sign is kind of like the mask that you put on for the world. So, like, not in a negative connotation, but just kind of like how you present yourself. So, for example, I am a Leo moon, a Leo sun, and a Capricorn rising. So deep down, I'm just a chaotic mess, just a lot of energy. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I do it. And I like for people to think that I have myself put together, because the Capricorn is known as like the dad of the zodiac, because they have a certain way they like to do things, and they do it like that, and it's really, really hard to change their mind. Yeah, so I like for people to think that I really have myself together, but I don't all the time, like most people. So that's great. But yeah, so you have so many different signs, and if you feel like you don't identify with your horoscope, go look up your chart. I use Astrolabe, so it's like alabe.com, ALABE.com. And it's really great. It shows you the whole natal chart, and then it breaks it down further and kind of gives you an overview of what that sign means for you in that position specifically, which is really interesting, because I never knew about this until I like started to research, and I was interested, so I dug into it more. I always just assumed that there was just like horoscopes too. I never knew there was more to it than that. But yeah, so as some of you may know, we just started Aries season, which is the beginning of the astrological year. And Aries is a very explosive energy. It's a fire sign, so that goes without saying. But yeah, if you look back in history, a lot of major things have happened in Aries season specifically. Like now we're dealing with coronavirus, and, it's a huge pandemic. And when the Spanish flu, what's the word? When it came out, is a pandemic like it's like a movie? Okay. So the Spanish flu, coronavirus, Woodstock, World War I, Vietnam, these all happened during Aries season. So it just really shows you, puts into context like how explosive that Aries energy is, because it is very explosive, very determined. Like, if you were close with any Aries, or any Aries people, then you know that they're probably very determined, very, my way or the highway. That's it. But Aries are great. I love Aries because I love fire signs, because I'm a fire sign. But anyways, yeah, this went a little bit better than I expected. So I want to try to post a video once a week. That's my goal. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited. It's taken me a long time to do this. I've had this account for like 2 years now, and I just haven't done it. Like, I've been wanting to make YouTube since like Jenna Marbles back in the day when when she was like the only thing that I watched 24/7. So yeah, I did choose a couple of accounts that I thought it would be cool, that if you're interested more in astrology, that you could follow. So Moon Omens and Tarot Reader Peter. You've probably seen his tweets, because I think they go viral pretty much every post. But yeah, cute. All right, peace. All right, so I hop back on because I just realized that I have a lipstick on my teeth in the other video. Perfect. All right, well, that being said, I didn't really know if I wanted to do like a little outro, because I think it's lame. I hate when people do it, but I mean, pretty much every like YouTuber or like, viral person that I've seen videos of, which I don't really watch YouTube videos that much, to be honest, but every like YouTuber I've seen like does it, so it must work, I guess, right? Like, they're doing it for a reason. Okay, so like, subscribe, follow. You feel free to follow me on my other platforms, whatever they're called. Yeah, because I probably won't be reading the comments. honestly, I think my fear of what other people have to say is what has held me back for so long from wanting to do this. And I don't want to let that, stop me. So I probably won't be reading comments. If you see this and you want to reach out or you want to, whatever, connect with me, you can follow my Twitter. It's Looney AI. My Instagram is Welk AI. And yeah, that's pretty much all I use. So peace again.